What is going on? What's going on, guys? Mike being a better man. In these obstacles, they know that they still have a destined success. You will not reach your success if you are stubborn and keep saying, I don't want to lie and say, we can do this. Alright? And you know, consistency is great. Consistency is what helps you. It's to wake up earlier than when you have to get up. You begin to understand how powerful your words are. Hey, how's it going? It's Micah being a better me every day. And I want to thank y'all for taking time out of your day to listen to what I got to say. It literally means a lot. It keeps me going. It keeps me fueled. And I'm going to keep it coming, okay? Now, within this week in February, the first thing I really want to say is I need you to share this video. I know that it might touch you and I know that you might get something from it, but this just isn't with you. I want this video to reach as many people as possible. The reason why is because the message within this video can only work if everyone hears it. See, because when we get something good, we need to learn how to share. We just can't keep it to ourselves and better ourselves and then leave everyone else hanging. So please, please, please share this video because I want everyone to hear this. All right? The message for this week is hypocrisy starts with us. Yep. Hypocrisy starts with us. Before I get into anything, I want to let y'all know the definition. The definition of hypocrisy is a pretense of having a virtuous character, morale, or religious beliefs, or principles, etc., that one does not really possess. Basically, you know, you're just being fake. Hypocrisy is another word for hypocrite. So, the reason why I said hypocrisy starts with us is because the fakeness begins with us. We are so quick to want to judge someone else. We are so quick to want to say they fake. You know, for example, the people in church. We're so quick to want to call all of them fake. We're so quick to judge every single church when the fakeness starts with us. See, it's easy to be a hypocrite, whether we like to believe it or not. Because basically, not being a hypocrite is just keeping your word. Doing what you do. It sounds so simple, but it's so hard for humans to actually keep their word. There is a lot of people out here, whether we like to believe it or not, that we've all had fake sides presented towards us. That we've all been fake in some sort of way, that we said that we was going to do something, that we said we were something that we actually aren't, just because we wanted to impress or we wanted to be something or be what we're actually trying to say we are, but we're not yet. We've all been fake sometime in our life, whether you like to think so or not. We've all fallen short of that, all right? But we need to realize that in order to stop the hypocrisy, we need to do one thing, and that's keep our word. We need to keep our word. We need what we need to do is what we say, we mean. There's a little saying that I made up, and it's a twist off of an old saying. You probably heard a lot of people say, yeah, you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? See, in my head, when I hear that, I consider those two different sayings. To talk a talk is one thing, and to walk a walk is another thing. All right? What I say is, yeah, you can talk a talk and you can walk a walk, but can you walk your talk? That's where hypocrisy ends. That's where the line that hypocrisy cannot cross. When you walk what you've talked, when you're doing what you're talking about, when you're achieving what you're saying, when you're being who you are trying to be. Hypocrisy ends at that, all right? Hypocrisy starts with us. We need to watch what we say and see if we're actually telling the truth. On my 2015 vision board, I said I would let my actions speak louder than my words. See, the point is, if you talk a lot and you don't know actually how to get out of your hypocrisy, then you talk less and do more. That way you don't have to back up everything that you said, because you might forget. What did I just say? Oh, snap. I forgot. You know what? Let me do this. You see, you can end that. All right? Stop looking at somebody else's faults when you got just as many. Or let's say you don't even have just as many as them, but you still have some. See, a spill on a dress and a spot on a dress, it doesn't make it better. Both of them are still dirty and both of them still need to be cleaned. One may need to be cleaned more, but both of them still need to be cleaned. Stop judging someone for their hypocrisy when it starts with you. Make sure you're keeping your word. Now, this can only work is if we share this to as many people as possible. Somebody might say, oh, so you think you're better than me now? What I would say is, no, I just know I'm better than what I used to be. And you can be too, if you focus on you. If you realize I am not keeping my word, what I say I am, I'm actually not. We all sometimes hold the title of being a hypocrite. And just because you admit that you're a hypocrite doesn't even make it better. We think that since we've chosen the bad side, it makes things easier. We can just admit to it and continue on with our day. Does that make you right? If a murderer stopped denying he was a murderer and just said, you know what, I'm a murderer, that makes it better. He's still a murderer. He's still killing people. Just because you admit you're a hypocrite doesn't start the healing and doesn't start the transitioning process of not becoming one. Being a hypocrite isn't a good thing. You want to be able to keep your word as a human, as a person. That is one thing that we have. One important thing that we have is our word. And if we can't keep that, then we've lost faith within everybody else who believed us. Hypocrisy starts with us. Look at yourself. What have you been saying? What have you been speaking over your life within the past years? What have you been doing yesterday? Did you say something that you weren't? Did you lie? Were you being a hypocrite? Analyze yourself. Hypocrisy starts with us. If we want to change it, we have to look at ourselves first, individually, and work on us. Then a change can become, and then we can be truthful with ourselves. Being a hypocrite isn't a good thing. We can change it, but it has to start with you. Realize hypocrisy starts with us. Keep being a better you guys, all right? And stay tuned for next week. But for this week, look at yourself. What can I do to change?
Hypocrite. You know, as soon as someone stumbles or makes a mistake, you're a hypocrite, we'll say. Well, look, to be a hypocrite doesn't mean that you make mistakes and you don't always live up to what you believe. That's not hypocrisy, that's called humanity. Let's understand what the word means. When it was used in its original context, it meant an actor. It was the word used to describe an actor. He is a guy or a girl that has lines that he memorizes and repeats, and he pretends to be someone he is not. These people are not the characters they play. They're actors. Maybe they're very good at it, but they're pretending to be something they are not. That is what a hypocrite is, and this is what we are not to be.